Welcome back and ting and ting and ting. I'm Mr. Giant, and today we are going to watch 50 things that prove Canada is a unique country. I'm looking forward to seeing what this is. Let's go ahead and YouTube and simmer.
What country holds annual bathtub races and has a prepared landing pod for UFOs? Also, it has a place where there are so many snakes that they look like spaghetti on your plate. Still no idea, eh? Okay, I'll give you a huge hint. This country produces more than 70% of all maple syrup in the world.
Yeah.
Yep, you nailed it. This awesome country is Canada. And here are 50 cool facts about this place. Canadians are famous for saying sorry all the time, even when the other person is clearly in the wrong. In fact, they apologize so much that an Apology Act was passed in 2009. It allows saying sorry in court without being afraid that it'll sound like admitting your guilt. Approximately 90% of Canada's land area is uninhabited. Even though it's bigger than the US, it has only 11% of America's population. At 4,860 miles, the Trans-Canada Highway is almost the longest national highway in the world, beat only by Australia's Highway 1. Also, when you travel along the Trans-Canada Highway and reach Quebec province, pay attention, and you may see the most cheerful town in the world, St. Louis du Ha-Ha. Yep, just like that, with 2 ha's and 2 exclamation marks. The town even has a Guinness World Record for most exclamation marks in a town name. It's illegal for polar bears in Canada to break into houses and steal food. So, if you see one rummaging around in your fridge, call the cops. You can laugh all you want, but there's even a polar bear jail in Churchill, Manitoba.
What?
Bear troublemakers stay there until they get relocated. Canada received its own flag in 1965, almost 100 years after it became a separate country in 1867. People in Nanaimo, British Columbia, are fans of a very exciting kind of sport. Since 1967, they've been organizing and participating in bathtub racing. These unusual competitions take place every year and involve bathtub boats and a lot of fun. Several of the most popular superheroes, such as Wolverine and Superman, were created by Canadians. Thank you so much, guys. The most dramatic weather change happened in Canada on January 10th, 1962. The temperature in Pincher Creek, one of the windiest places in the country, jumped from minus 2.2 degrees to 71.6 degrees Fahrenheit within a couple of hours.
Wow.
Canadians love hockey. As they say, these people breathe, eat, and live hockey. But despite their passion for the game, Canada's national sport is lacrosse.
What?
One area in the Hudson Bay region has less gravity than any other region on the planet. So if you want to jump higher and weigh less, that's the place to be. One crater on Mars was named Gander, after a town in the Newfoundland and Labrador province of Canada, to honor its space research efforts. How about this one? Santa Claus is Canadian. That's what Canada's immigration minister announced in 2012.
Oh.
So maybe that's why his famous outfit is made up of mostly 2 colors, red and white, which are the national colors of Canada.
No, I've heard differently. I've heard that the red and white and all of that in Santa Claus was a creation of the Coca-Cola company. If you dispute that, comment down below, because that's what I heard. The reason why Santa Claus is red and white and all of that is because that whole depiction of him came from the Coca-Cola company. Comment down below. Let's dispute that a little bit and take it. What I mean? I want to know where I go on with that.
Even though the Stanley Cup, which is the National Hockey League trophy, has its own bodyguard, hockey champions still manage to put all kinds of things in it. I mean, they drink chocolate milk from the poor thing. In 1930, Canada's hockey team did so well that they were put straight through to the final game. They didn't even have to take part in knockout rounds, and in the end, they won the gold. Canada's territory occupies a whopping 3,855 million square miles, which makes it the second largest country in the world after Russia. For comparison, Canada is bigger than the whole European Union and 15 times larger than France, the biggest European country. Ottawa, the capital of Canada, isn't the largest city in the country. With a population of about 1 million people, it comes second to Toronto, the capital of the Ontario province. Almost 3 million people live in that city. Canada is officially the most educated country in the world, with 56% of its population having some kind of post-high school education degree. In St. Paul, Alberta, they built the first landing pad for UFOs. Well, I guess you can never be too prepared. The platform weighs more than 130 tons and contains a time capsule which has to be opened in 2067.
We were talking about how whenever they show aliens, we sort of show them in our own image as sort of human beings, and if not, they're like monsters and stuff like that, you know. Or if they're not monsters, they have some kind of telepathic or some kind of other superpower that we don't, you know. Like I don't know if it's fair that we think there's something out there that's stronger than us, but you know, that's an interesting thing to think about, you know. Comment down below, let me know, do you believe in aliens? How many of you could profess to have seen an alien? Because I know a lot of people have. I have a friend that says he sees aliens all the time. Let me know.
In a 2018 happiness report, Canada was ranked number 7. I mean, even despite all that cold? The number of Canadian lakes is mind-blowing. The country has more than 3 million lakes, which is more than the rest of the world combined.
Wow.
Besides, all these lakes contain 20% of all the fresh water on Earth. Okanagan Lake is supposedly the home of Okopogo, a mythical creature, similar to the one that's said to dwell in Loch Ness, Scotland. Forests cover more than 40% of Canada's land territory, but New Brunswick province is especially foresty. Trees cover 85% of its territory. Walking in the forest without a compass doesn't sound like fun anymore. Canada has the world's longest coastline. If you decided to walk along the Canadian coast without stops, it would take you more than 4.5 years.
Wow.
No wonder, since you have to cover about 151,000 miles. In Quebec, they produce 77% of all the maple syrup in the world. And Canadians do love this sweet pancake topping. On the other hand, who doesn't? By the way, rumor has it that somewhere in Canada, there's a strategic maple syrup reserve. About 10% of Canadians are either vegetarians or vegans. That means 2.3 million vegetarians and 850,000 vegans. Most of these people are under 35. The national animal of Canada is the beaver. By the way, it's Canada's largest and the world's second largest rodent. The capital city of Canada, Ottawa, is at the top of the list of the world's coldest capitals. Canada is home to the biggest number of polar bears in the world. See for yourself. Out of approximately 25,000 left on the planet, 15,000 live in the Arctic regions of the country. Canada straddles not 1 or 2, but 6 time zones. They are Newfoundland time zone, Atlantic time zone, Eastern time, Central time zone, Mountain time zone, and the Pacific time zone. Hey, time out. The lowest ever recorded temperature in Canada was minus 81.4 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah.
Tap water in Canada is as good as bottled water. What's more, Some people are sure that it even tastes better. While driving in northwest Canada, be prepared to see license plates shaped like a polar bear. By the way, there are so many bears in Canada that in some areas, drivers leave their cars unlocked. Why, you ask? It's done to make sure that people have a chance to escape from the bears by hiding inside a car.
Wow.
The largest mall in the U.S. is the Mall of America. But did you know that its owners are Canadian? Wait, what? If you're a fan of narwhals, go to Canada. There you can buy a coin with this unicorn whale. On the other hand, be ready to part with $300 since the coin is made of gold. Or, if you want to play big, you can buy a Canadian $1 million coin. No kidding. This largest coin on the market is made up of 220 pounds of 99% pure gold. But hurry up, there are only 5 such coins in the world, and only one is for sale.
Wow.
Ever heard the word loonie? Yeah, well, in Canada, this is in fact a form of currency. Loonie and toonie as well. The loonie is a $1 gold-colored coin, and the toonie is, as you might guess, a $2 one. Canadians love their famous interjection, eh? What's more, it's listed in the Canadian Oxford Dictionary as a real valid word. The first British Columbians used fish instead of candles. Ulichin, also known as candlefish, is so fatty that when you dry it and string on a wick, it'll burn brightly. In Canadian McDonald's, you can buy the McLobster, sold exclusively in this region. Now, if your biggest fear is snakes, never ever visit the Narcissi snake dens in Manitoba. There are more snakes in that place than in any other part of the world. Thousands of red-sided garter snakes are concentrated in that relatively small area. In Saskatchewan, you don't wear a hoodie, you put on a bunny hug. True?
A bunny hug.
Every spring, the coast of Newfoundland and Labrador witnesses a stunning iceberg parade when massive chunks of ice break off glaciers and make their way through Iceberg Valley. Entrepreneurs harvest these mini icebergs to use them in the production of alcoholic drinks and skincare products.
Wow.
Wood Buffalo National Park, created in 1922 to protect the largest herd of roaming wood bison in the world, is larger than Switzerland. One of the most popular dishes in Canada is poutine.
Oh yeah.
Crispy fries covered with cheese curds and rich gravy. Hey, what's not to like? Canadians eat more macaroni and cheese than any other nation in the world. You didn't see that coming, did you?
No.
By the way, the Canadians have been crazy about this dish ever since 1845.
Wow.
Canadians are some of the friendliest people in the world.
True.
You probably can't find a rude Canadian, even if you try really hard. Lots of Canadians speak French as their first language. And Montreal is the second largest French-speaking city in the world, after Paris, of course. Pretty cool, eh?
Oh, yeah.
Say, have you heard any other curious facts about Canada? Let me know down in the comments.
Man, that's some cool facts about Canada. I figured the beaver one because of the beaver wars. The maple one. I know about the poutine. Oh yeah, I tried that poutine, boy. That poutine is kicking. I tell you, it's kicking. I like it. Made it on my own too, you know what I mean? I have a video of it actually on the channel. I'll link it in here somewhere so you can go check it out. You understand what I'm saying? Thing. But definitely unique. Definitely unique. The coldest, one of the coldest cities, Ottawa. You know what I mean? What do you call a bunny? You know what I'm saying? All right. Definitely unique. I'll leave a link in the description for this video. You all could go check it out and things you are going. You know what I mean? In the meantime, you all take care of each other, alright? Cool runnings.